back. Today's recipe of the day is tomato soup, and specifically roasted tomato soup. And of course, in the end, it's gonna have a Greek twist. This is a perfect soup for this time of year because it requires only a little bit of prep, and in no time you have got a hearty, rich, delicious meal. Now, first things first, let's get the show on the road. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 200 degrees Celsius. Get that off and going because, as the recipe says, it's gonna be roasted. And I'm just gonna use a flat kind of cookie sheet lined with a little bit of parchment paper, and this is so easy. It's tomato season, and if you're like me, you got tomatoes coming out of the yin yang. It's insane. You know, people bring them to you, you have some growing, whatever. So all you're gonna do is just take a sheet, and you can use, by the way, any kind of tomato you want. You can use basically these little cherry tomatoes, little Juliets, whatever. I'm even using the bigger tomatoes. Now here's the thing, for these, all I'm gonna do really is just quarter them up. You don't have to do anything else to these. And when these go into your oven to roast, it'll bring out the actual depth of the tomato flavor. Now that they're flat on a sheet, just like that, take a little bit of my Greek extra virgin olive oil and just drizzle a few tablespoons over this. Nothing major, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. And we all know that olive oil or extra virgin olive oil really does that. I've got about 4 cloves of minced garlic here. I'm just gonna use my hands just to sprinkle it all around. And roasted tomato, olive oil, they love, absolutely love the garlic. So you're gonna put this in, and like I said, I'm using 4. I like to go generous. You can use less, you can use more. That is totally fine. So now these will go into my 400 degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until they got some really nice GBD on them, golden brown and delicious. They got some charring, and we'll take it from there. All right, so now that our tomatoes are well on their way to roasting off with the garlic and olive oil, let's keep the show moving and get things going here. So in my pot, what I'm gonna do, about 4 tablespoons or so of Greek extra virgin olive oil is gonna go into this. Very easy. And I like to be kind of generous with the olive oil. I think it makes it brings a fantastic flavor to anything you put it in. I'm gonna throw in just a couple of tabs of butter just to kind of add to the richness and the decadence into the flavor. Get that off and going. This recipe is so simple. The soup is so delicious, unbelievable. Coarsely chopped onion. You can do about 2 cups of onion or shallots, whatever you have. So that's gonna go in there just like that. Get that off and going. Now, here is the trick to this. This is where you're gonna need a little patience because we're gonna go low and slow on our onion. We're not gonna blast the hell out of it just to get it cooked. I want this past translucent. I want this to actually caramelize. So in doing that, be prepared to spend a solid 15 minutes or so, at least, just kind of cooking this down. All right, my onions are pretty much caramelized. They are looking absolutely fantastic. They are perfect. Next thing is my roasted tomatoes. Remember these puppies? These were done. Look how beautiful they look. These look absolutely gorgeous. They're done to perfection. Just gonna take these now and very carefully throw these in there, and we're just gonna continue on with this. Now, give this a quick stir with our caramelized onions. And now, oh my God. You should bottle the scent. It is so beautiful. Okay, at this point my tomatoes are in. I've turned up my heat. I'm gonna give a little stir to my stock. In this recipe today, I am using chicken stock, but feel free to use whatever stock you have. You can use vegetable stock, will work. What the hell, you can even use beef stock. It's all good. So just put this in here and give that a quick stir just like that. That's perfect. Move this off to the side. A little fresh cracked black pepper. Actually, I like to go a little generous on the fresh cracked black pepper. It's like it's a beautiful thing. Tomatoes, pepper, onions, garlic. Perfect, just like that. Now, the next part of this is totally optional, and it's a little bit of sriracha. For a little bit of heat, a little bit of buzz. And when I mean a little bit, I mean like a squirt or two, up to like a tablespoon. You should get a little flavor, but it shouldn't feel like your colon bursts into flames, because that's not a fun thing at all. Perfect, just like that. All right, so now that this has come to a boil, once everything has been added in here, the next thing and the final thing is to take a boat motor to this. This is an immersion blender, and if Emerald Lagasse calls this a boat motor, in my world, it's a boat motor. Now, if you don't have one of these, feel free to put it in a blender or a food processor to kind of like take care of the blending portion of it. And all you're gonna do is nice and easy, just work it around and make sure it all becomes one thick consistency. So we don't really want that many chunks in this. That's not the name of the game here. All right, so that's pretty much it for my soup at this stage of the game. What I would like to do is just real quick taste it for salt. That's absolutely perfect. Bang on. Here's the thing. With this recipe here, I don't add salt with my pepper because of the sodium factor in the chicken stock or whatever stock it is you're using. I don't like to do it. If it needs it later, like at this point, feel free to add it. In my case, it doesn't. It's perfect. Now, this is ready to go as is. If you want to actually amp up the lusciousness flavor, my friend cream will come into play. And for this, I'm just gonna add a cup or so of cream. In my case, I'm using half and half. You could use 35% the heavy stuff, totally up to you, or you can eliminate this step altogether. So all I'm gonna do is you don't need to mix this in mechanically or with an immersion blender or even a food processor. You just wanna just go in slowly and gently and just kind of stir it in. And this soup is so hearty. It is so beautiful. And the Greek factor in my case, when you're serving it to somebody, and it's got such a beautiful color as well, crumble a little feta in the middle on top, and it will look like $1,000,000. And tomato and feta go really well together, and it's a really good combination. And of course, a drizzle of fresh olive oil as well. So my friends, that's it for this episode on my roasted tomato soup. Very easy to prepare, and you know what? Get you in a pinch like no problem at all, and it's very hearty, and it'll keep in the fridge. You can freeze it. You can do all kinds of things with this. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I thank you very much for your time in watching this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and also check me out online at kensgreektable.com and check out my recipes and what I'm up to there. And until next time, I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.